Manny's won them. Johnson's won. Claiborne's been up there in everything that he's been running with.
Brian, let me ask you. You're in the pit area. You go to the board and you look at the lineup for the B main you're in, and you see this. What goes through your head?
How'd these guys get here?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, what happened?
If I'm running a sport mod and I look up and I see all these cars, and then I look up at the top and I say B main, I'm like, did they screw it up?
Exactly. Yeah, here we
Did
go
they
at a turn
forget?
4. We're going green from Doug Ryan. Green flag is in the air. We're underway in racing.
McKellar jumps to the inside of the one machine up to the point with Kyle Wood jumping out there. Hot shoeing it to the high side, but Chris McKellar able to capitalize, make a move up into the point.
Chris McKellar wasted no time out of the second row getting to the front as he leads Wood into turn number 3 using the high groove. Wood down low. He's going to fight back, a little bit of a push. Had to touch the binders. What a job at driving. McKellar still holding down the point.
Gavin Manning up into the 4th spot, looking for the 3rd over the 28 machine of Cody Parker. Slide job up into there. Makes the pass, but Parker's like, no, sir, I'm coming back on that one. Going to return the favor. He says, no, sir, I won't take sliders tonight.
Chris McKellar now starting to check out with a 5-car advantage over the 21 of Wood, who sits in the second. Wood is separated big time from him in the 51 of Gavin Manning. Manning now being challenged by the 74 of Wayne Dotson in a battle for the number 3 position. Keep your eyes on that 28 car as he's flying through the pack as well, using the high line around Bakersfield Speedway. Cody Parker, a man on the move right now. Trouble in turn 4, the 4X.
Bone Schuyler
having some issues earlier today as well. Put him into this situation. Doesn't look like those demons have gone away. But Kevin Johnson in that 20S machine. Now, looking at that machine, seeing the whole right side of that car gone, what type of wind and aerodynamic disadvantage does he now have? Because now he's got a parachute for a car.
Well, especially where that panel is missing, that right side catching all that air, acting as a sideboard through the turns. That's going to affect the handling of that race car.
So far, he's able to make it handle very well for what he's got, but he just jumped the cushion, and as he did that, the 57 machine drove to the bottom. Robbie Claiborne in the 34 goes, now I'm going to the bottom, staying away from that. We've got one slow. That was your leader. McKellar slow on the backstretch.
Chris McKellar off the pace, very slow into turn 3. Something has gone wrong on that 18 machine. He had a big lead. We are on lap number 9 here on B-Main number 1 for the Sport Mods. The Budweiser Nationals, unfortunate. There, the car back under power. Looks like he may have had an ignition issue. You know, on rough racetracks, like where they're running around the top side of the racetrack, gentlemen, we've seen it happen a lot. A driver's hand will come off the wheel. It'll hit that ignition. It'll shut the car off. We've seen that happen time and time again on rough racing surfaces. Now, where he was running, you got to ask yourself, is that something that could have happened? It's something that could have easily happened.
Oh, yeah, you got your elbows up like that, and the hand just pops off and smacks something there. Shuts off a switch or two. But I'm not sure that was the only thing. Black flag. Black flag was given to the 18.
That's something I would ask why, because I was understanding that the car has to come to a stop. Am I correct when I say that? Or is it because he brought out the caution? It's a one-and-done type deal.
brought out the caution.
Because he brought out the caution?
One and done.
Okay.
That's unfortunate for McKellar. His night ends early here when he had a dominant car.
He was very, very fast up front. That's going to give Kyle Wood the leader in the 21. He'll be your leader in the 21K. Your second place car will be the 51G of Gavin Manning. Dotson sits in the 3rd spot. Then it's the 28 of Cody Parker. And the 20G, or 20S of Kevin Johnson rounds out the top 5.
Sixth right now is going to be Robbie Claiborne in the 34 machine.
It's the 57. Duff Cooksey should be the sixth place car. Is the 57 a lap down?
No, you know what's happening is the 74 of Wayne Dotson's not reading on the race monitor. Yeah. Wayne Dotson's not reading on race monitor right now, which means he's not getting recorded as laps. They might have to have the manual scorekeepers take a look at that one.
There's the white flag out for Kyle Wood. Wood still using the high side, right rear tire up against that thick, heavy stuff. A good cushion to work with here at Bakersfield Speedway into turn 3. Hang on. Oh, my, up against the wall. Your leader out of turn 4. It's going to be the 51G of Gavin Manning picking up the win by half a car length. Wood will finish second. Dotson third. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow. Gavin Manning running his line. All of a sudden sees the leader dive up to the high side, bounce off the wall. Gavin looks down and goes, wait, there's nobody in front of him, hits the gas, and edges him by the width of his bumper?
Less than half a car length. Yes, indeed. What a finish.
Now let's make sure everybody goes. Gavin knows I got to go to the infield.
Top 5 cars to Tech.
That would be Gavin Manning, Kyle Wood, Kevin Johnson, Cody. Well, Wayne Dotson, even though he didn't read on here.
Right.
Cody Parker. I hope they tell Wayne Dotson that his transponder was not working.
That flag we're going to auction off will be used here shortly for the late model trophy dash. Doug Ryan going to wave that thing for our winner. A lot of big names here. I've autographed that flag again. We're gonna auction that off, and that money going to a cause that was dear to the Schweitzer family and helping out here in the Bakersfield community the best we can.
Speaking of late models, I talked to Nick Bartels just a little bit ago. They were down over in the Turn 1 concession area. Talked to him. His 12 machine had an issue, so they jumped out of it, got in the 27 tonight of Ron Bartel's car, and was able to run. They were going to run both cars tomorrow.
Right.
They've already made the phone call. There's another one on the way.
Okay. All right.
From what I understand, they're going to have 3 cars running tomorrow.
I had a really good conversation with Wild Bill Bartels in the 77. He is going to run a pro stock here this weekend. Brian, Wild Bill Bartels back in action. Yeah. 79 years of age. He's going to wheel a car here at the Budweiser Nationals. I know you spent a lot of time with him over the years. What a fun guy to hang out and talk to.
Oh, most definitely. I remember as a kid watching him race, and I walked up to him tonight before the races started, and I said, well, I'm going to go over and talk to this legendary driver of Wild Bill Bartels. And, thank him for all his years here that he's given us as kids, and wish him the best on his racing career as he continues to race. He picked up a pro stock.
I think your dad might have watched him as a kid. He's been on here a long time.
I watched him as a kid, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember his old white 77 late model he had back in the day, and his son Scott raced. Now, Scott's come back a couple times and raced this year in either Ron or Nick's cars because Nick has moved out of state, but now Nick's back to ride tonight, so... it's a family affair over there at the Bartels.
Well, on the track right now is your super late model trophy dash on the inside of row number 1, driving the number 2H. He's the winningest driver here at the Budweiser Nationals. That is Bobby Hogue. Outside of him in the 5L, one of the drivers you have to keep your eyes on here at Bakersfield Speedway, that is Cody Laney.
Mm-hmm. Row 2, we pick up the 27 of Nick Bartels. Outside of him, the 21.
It's the 91.
91 of Tony Toast.
Row number 3 is going to have Jason Papich and Joey Tanner.
And at the back of the pack is the 10N, the Sandman, Rob Sanders. Look at the run by Cody Laney at a turn 2 on the high side as he just smoked Bobby Hogue down the back straightaway. Working the top side of the racetrack, Cody Laney right there with Bobby Hogue. He'll lead lap number 1. It's Laney, Hogue, Toast, Bartels, Papich, Tanner, and Sanders at the stripe.
Cody Laney sawing at the wheel coming out of turn 4 as well as turn 2 on that high side, trying to get that car to stick and drive. He's up at the point. Then you've got Hogue, Toast, Bartels. Tanner going to the bottom of Bartels to make a move. Trying to get up there.
Joey Tanner gets by the 27 of Bartels. Tanner, the only car on the racetrack working that low groove. He's got that CT 525 crate motor all wound up, trying to hold his own against the open motors. Doing a good job of driving so far as he holds down the number 4 spot. Here's Bartels battling back, trying to take that away from him. Just ahead of those guys is Tony Toast in the 3rd spot. Hogue running 2nd. And Cody Laney absolutely wicked fast up front as the leader.
Cody Laney checking out about 6-car length lead over Bobby Hogue. Tony Toast in 3rd. Bartels in 4th. Joey Tanner up to 5th spot. Jason Papich in 6th. And the Sandman Rob Sanders right in the back right there.
Tanner still trying to work that middle to low groove around Bakersfield Speedway with that crate motor. Everybody else running the high side of that right rear tire up against the cushion.
As they put 6 laps in the books, working on lap number 7.
White flag is out this time for Cody Laney in the 5L. Hogue. Then it's Toast, Bartels. Papich now slides by the 111 of Tanner. And Sanders at the back of the pack in the 10 in. It has been all Cody Laney from the drop of the green flag. He's going to work the high side of the turn 4 and pick up the win. 2nd will go to Hogue. 3rd will go to Toast. 4th spot will go to Bartels, Papich, Tanner, and Sanders at the back of the pack. Boy, watching that race there in the last lap between Papich, the 27 of Bartels, and the 111 of Tanner. Of Joey Tanner, we are going to see some crazy action in the feature. There's your winner of the 5L, Cody Laney.
Cody Laney making his way into Tech. And the crazy part about this is we're looking at this one as the dash, but because of Ethan Dotson being DQ'd in his heat race, he wasn't able to compete in the dash because he won his heat race but got DQ'd. That would have been another fast car because we saw him. He was a rocket ship early.
Absolutely was. Now taking a look down there in turns 3 and 4, guys, just like about 3 years ago, we saw this track do this. We saw that cushion build up and stop just about the middle groove. I mean, there's a lot of racetrack left on the outside of that cushion for these guys to work with. Unfortunately, that's going to limit what we see in the racing line, and that's going to make it harder for these guys to pass in the features.
Speaking of features, features on deck. All right, inside row number 1.
Man, I'm pumped. This is, how I love this class.
Looks like they jumped the gun, changed up the class on us as well. We're going to hobby stock A feature. See if we can find it here.
Well, taking a look here at our itinerary, the hobby stock feature not even listed.
All right, I got it right here, guys. On the pole out of Chula Vista, California, it's the 12 of Chris Fritz. And on his outside, it's the RPM Collision Center, all lit up graphics, Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa, Gills Transmissions, Tim Paddock, Junior Motorsports, and Larry Burns Race Engines. It's the Surfer Kid of Nicholas Johnson.
Row number 2 from Bakersfield, California, the 74. It's big Wayne Dotson on his outside from Santa Maria. The Affinity Graphics, Condon Motorsports 81X of Jacob Jones.
Then we pick up roll number 3, race fans. On the inside, it's the straight-up X car out of San Jose, California. It's Rob Gallagher. And to his outside, the Lloyd's Transmission and Danny Warren Trucking. Out of Porterville, California, the Blue 5 of Raymond Nolan Jr.
The 1N of Billy Nelson from Gonzales, California is the inside row 4. And on the outside, it's the Terry Bedford Concrete Coast, A-Sign Factory, St. Clair Realty, Kern Body Works, Bridal Association of America, MFT Race Cars. It's Brian Terry.
Then we pick the 48X of Austin Menzel, and to his outside the 91X of Michael Scruggs.
Ryan Brown and Don Mead make up row number 6.
And that is your lineup for this qualifier. Minutes Chris Fritz out front, Nicholas Johnson in tow, and Wayne Dotson in the mix.
Here comes Nicholas Johnson on the bottom of turn 4 as he showed some color to Fritz in the 12. Fritz right back to the high side through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Johnson down low, challenging for the top spot. Does he have something for Fritz into turn number 3?
Jacob Jones in the 3rd spot's got a whole bunch of cars waiting to get into that battle between Nicholas Johnson and Fritz. Fritz getting loose, getting in the backside of Johnson.
He had to back out of the throttles. He caught that right rear corner of Johnson. Could have turned him to the wall. Gentleman backed out of the throttle. Fell in line. We got a great race up front.